So basically, I have married what I have learned at Zomato, what I am learning at Atlas, with what I learned at Udaan. मैंने जितनी भी कंपनीज में काम करा है, बहुत ही different styles of leadership I have experienced. You talked about Zomato. वहाँ पे Dipinder Goyal, widely known figure, he has a very different way of operating in terms of how the projects are executed. How are you linking your role to the impact you are creating? ठीक है, बहुत बार क्या होता है, आप रेज्यूमे देखते हो जिसमें काम बहुत सारे किए होते हैं, बट लिंकिंग इंटरलिंकिंग नहीं है, तो आउटकम पे लोग उतना स्ट्रेस नहीं डाल रहे जितना मैंने ये करा पे डालना है. जब तक इसी रिलेटेड मुझे जॉब नहीं मिलेगा, आई वोंट ग्रो फर्दर. वो मेरे हिसाब से संक कॉस्ट पॉलिसी के कल्चर इज द इकोसिस्टम ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर विच यू वांट पीपल टू लिव इन.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका ट्रू इंटरव्यू सीरीज के नए एपिसोड में, जहां हम आपको मिलवाते हैं एचआर और इंडस्ट्री लीडर से और सीखते हैं करियर और बिजनेस टिप्स. मैं हूं कुंवर वैभव सिंह, फाउंडर ऑफ ट्रू सीवी. ट्रू सीवी एक प्लेटफॉर्म है जो मदद करता है जॉब सीकर्स की इन गेटिंग रेडी फॉर जॉब बाय रेज्यूमे राइटिंग, लिंक्डइन मेकओवर एंड इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन. फॉर मोर डिटेल्स लॉग इन टू truecv.com. आज हमारे साथ हैं एक ऐसे गेस्ट जिन्होंने भारत के कई बड़े स्टार्टअप जैसे जोमैटो और उड़ान के साथ इनिशियल स्टेजेस पे काम किया, सप्लाई चेन प्रोसेसेस को बिल्ड किया और स्टार्टअप के साथ ग्रो किया. आज ये एटलीस्ट के कंप्लीट ऑपरेशन को हेड करते हैं. आज हम इनसे बात करेंगे इनकी जर्नी के बारे में, करियर ग्रोथ कैसे हुई, क्या लर्निंग रही. हम इनसे स्टार्टअप कल्चर और लीडरशिप स्टाइल के बारे में भी बात करेंगे और साथ ही लेंगे वैल्यूएबल इंटरव्यू टिप्स. सो प्लीज वेलकम मिस्टर समीर पराशर. So, thank you so much, Mr. Sameer, for taking out time. It's pleasure to have you on our show.
थैंक यू, दिस इज माय प्लेजर एज वेल.
Okay, so थोड़ा सा अपनी जर्नी के बारे में हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए बताइए. How you started and what you're doing right now with Atlas.
श्योर. सो मैं एक मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर हूँ. सो मैंने अपनी इंजीनियरिंग बैंगलोर एमएस रामैया से करी, एंड देन मेरी प्लेसमेंट हुई जेएसडब्ल्यू स्टील में. वहाँ पे मैंने 2 साल काम करा, एंड उसके बाद मुझे लगा कि आई वांटेड टू एक्सप्लोर कि रियल वर्ल्ड प्रॉब्लम्स, रियल वर्ल्ड एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स कैसे काम कर रही हैं. तो मैंने वेंचर आउट करा इनटू डिफरेंट डोमेन्स. पहले मैं गया क्वालिटी काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया में, जो कि एक ऑटोनमस बॉडी है अंडर द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री. वहाँ पे आई हैड हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स पे. जीरो इफेक्ट जो कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर का एक फ्लैगशिप प्रोजेक्ट है, तो वहाँ पे पूरा एग्जीक्यूशन करा. देन मल्टीपल डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स वहाँ पे करे विच इज स्टिल ऑपरेशनल अंडर द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. तो वहाँ पे देयर वाज अ गुड लर्निंग कर्व, ब्यूरोक्रेसी एस्पेक्ट से, पॉलिसी मेकिंग एस्पेक्ट से. और वहाँ पे आई वाज आल्सो डूइंग अ प्रोजेक्ट जो कि लॉजिस्टिक्स में इन्वॉल्व थी, जहाँ से मेरा इंटरेस्ट लॉजिस्टिक्स एंड सप्लाई चेन के टुवर्ड्स काफ़ी बढ़ गया. तो फिर मुझे लॉजिस्टिक्स एंड सप्लाई चेन एक्चुअली बहुत ही ग्रास रूट लेवल से सीखने का बहुत मन था. तो आई जॉइंड अ स्टार्टअप कॉल्ड उड़ान, जो कि एक B2B स्पेस में ई कॉमर्स स्टार्टअप है. वहाँ पे जब मैंने शुरू करा तो मैंने टेकअप करा बहुत डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स. फ्रेश वर्टिकल सेटअप करा वहाँ पे, जो कि फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स का वर्टिकल है. और वहाँ पे डिफरेंट चैलेंजेस आई, बहुत सारी कुछ सीखने को मिली फूड एंड स्टेपल्स डोमेन में भी. देन आई वेंचर्ड इनटू लास्ट माइल लॉजिस्टिक्स कैसे वर्क करता है, वो एक्सप्लोर करा. बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स कैरी आउट करे, डिफरेंट सिटीज़ स्टार्ट करी, डिफरेंट टाइप के SOPs लिखी, बिजनेस साइड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स करे, तो उससे बिजनेस एस्पेक्ट्स भी समझ में आए. तो बहुत ही अच्छा स्टेंट रहा उड़ान में. उसके बाद आई मूव टू जोमेटो. जोमेटो में मैंने हाइपर प्योर बिजनेस ज्वाइन करा था, जहाँ पे अगेन सप्लाई चेन है, जो कि रेस्टोरेंट पार्टनर्स को स्टेपल्स एंड डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स एंड फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स सप्लाई करती है. अगेन डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ चैलेंजेस, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अब एक वेयर हाउस के अंडर आपको डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स हैंडल करने होते हैं, तो डिफरेंट SOPs होती है विद इन द सेम वेयर हाउस. तो अगेन डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ चैलेंजेस ऑल टुगेदर. तो वहाँ पे मैंने कस्टमर ऑब्सेशन को समझा, एक्चुअली बहुत बखूबी समझा कि कस्टमर ऑब्सेशन एक्चुअली कहते किसे हैं. उससे पहले आई यूज्ड टू नो कस्टमर सपोर्ट, मुझे पता था कस्टमर सपोर्ट क्या होता है, बट कस्टमर ऑब्सेशन अगर मैं कहूँ तो मैंने जोमेटो में सीखा है, जहाँ पे कस्टमर इज एक्चुअली द किंग। तो वो टेक अवे रही। वहाँ पे मैंने सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे भी काम करा, पैकेजिंग मटेरियल्स पे, जहाँ पे वी वर मूविंग टू इको फ्रेंडली पैकेजिंग मटेरियल्स, जो कि विच जोमेटो वेरी प्राउडली एडवोकेट्स एंड encourages पीपल टू यूज़। वहाँ पे काफ़ी अच्छा स्टेंट रहा। उसके बाद मैंने एक कंपनी ज्वाइन करी, बीवीसी लॉजिस्टिक्स, जो कि काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग एक गोल्ड एंड डायमंड्स की लॉजिस्टिक कंपनी है। तो यहाँ पे बहुत ही डिफरेंट नुआंसेस एंड डिफरेंट चैलेंजेस रहे। सिंस गोल्ड एंड डायमंड इन्वॉल्व है तो शिपमेंट काउंट कम था, बट शिपमेंट की वैल्यू काफ़ी हाई थी। तो बहुत ही डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ challenges compared to other logistics and supply chain companies I have worked in. There I learned different nuances of risk mitigation, risk compliance, safety measures, security measures in much more detail. Currently I am working in Atlas, जो कि which is a tech company into visa processing. तो यहाँ पे मैं operations head कर रहा हूँ, and it's been a fun journey so far. यहाँ पे I am sitting on the crossroads of operations, product and customer obsession, जो कि बहुत ही amazing experience रहा है while we are building while flying.
सो इस आपकी जर्नी में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस मेरे पास ऑलरेडी हैं टू आस्क यू अबाउट। थोड़ा सा आई वुड लाइक टू नो अबाउट योर करंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट व्हाट यू गाइस डू,
Yeah.
व्हाट इज द प्रोडक्ट।
So Atlas provides visas, and we very proudly say that we provide visas on time. अब वीज़ा इज़ अ वेरी एंजाइटी कॉजिंग प्रोडक्ट फॉर पीपल। तो होता क्या है कि जो ट्रैवलर्स हैं उनके लिए वीज़ा एक अब हमेशा से एक एंजाइटी कॉजिंग चीज़ रही है कि मुझे वीज़ा मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, अगर मेरा वीज़ा रिजेक्ट हो गया तो मेरा पूरा ट्रैवल प्लान स्पॉइल हो जाएगा, अगर वीज़ा मिला भी तो कितने दिन बाद मिलेगा, सो दैट आई कैन प्लान माई ट्रिप अकॉर्डिंगली। ये बहुत सारे डाउट्स एंड कन्फ्यूजन्स लोगों के दिमाग में रहा है। तो Atlas has set out to ease that completely. तो what we do is कि we provide visas to when I say we provide visas, we actually help settle the anxiety for the customers. पूरी journey of visa application to getting the visa को हम hassle free बनाते हैं. We use and leverage a lot of technology in terms of document verification, in terms of what are the checks which is required. अगर एक country को X checks चाहिए, Y checks चाहिए, तो we use a lot of technology to support that, and we proudly say that we are able to give exact ETAs कि आपको ये वीज़ा इतने दिन के अंदर मिल जाएगा। And when we say that with a confidence level that we are assuring you कि we have done our data-driven research, we have a lot of understanding and a lot of data to reach to that particular ETA that we are offering, and we will guarantee you the visa within that time. So journey start होती है कस्टमर किस कंट्री को चूज करना चाहता है वीज़ा के लिए, एंड देन वी प्रोवाइड देम कि उनको क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट्स लगेगी, एंड देन ईज ऑफ गेटिंग अस दोज डॉक्यूमेंट्स वो हमें प्रोवाइड कर पाते हैं, उनकी वेरिफिकेशंस होती है, एंड देन द एप्लीकेशन इज फाइल्ड, एंड देन दे गेट द वीज़ा टाइमली।
ओके, एंड ये सब कुछ ऑनलाइन होता है कि ऑफलाइन डॉक्यूमेंट्स भी सबमिट होते हैं और साइन?
ऑनलाइन होता है द लार्जेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट। अ वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ इट इज जहाँ पे पासपोर्ट कलेक्शन होता है,
अच्छा,
वो हम लॉजिस्टिक्स पार्टनर के थ्रू पासपोर्ट कलेक्शन करते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम इट, मोस्ट ऑफ इट, द लार्जेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट इज डन ऑनलाइन, एवरीथिंग इज ऑनलाइन।
everything online.
Yes,
So you have spent most of your time into offline businesses. I mean, supply chain part of it, of the businesses.
Correct.
Though those brands are online, could be online.
correct.
But what you have been managing majorly आप offline ही देखते थे, supply
Absolutely.
chain. फिर क्या शिफ्ट रहा यहाँ पे, कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा आपका ऑफलाइन मैनेजमेंट में और फिर ये ऑनलाइन में? व्हाई यू शिफ्टेड, व्हाट इज योर रोल लुक्स लाइक, एंड हाउ हैज बीन दिस शिफ्ट?
Sure. Great question. क्योंकि so before Atlas, as you rightly pointed out, I have been into ground operations, जहाँ पे मुझे supply chain grassroots level पे समझ आती थी और मैं execute करता आ रहा हूँ. अब उसमें as we all know, there's a lot of offline processes involved. Let's say अगर आपको एक गाड़ी dispatch करनी है, तो it will require the पूरा गाड़ी की लोडिंग होगी, मैनिफेस्ट जनरेशन होगा, टैलिंग होगी, डिस्पैच होगा, उसके बाद वेयर हाउस में लेट्स से स्टोरेज हो रही है, आपकी आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ इन्वेंट्री हो रही है, सब कुछ ऑफलाइन है. तो दैट इज हाउ ऑफलाइन सप्लाई चेन कंपनीज ऑपरेट एंड दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव बीन इनटू. बट एज वी ऑल नो कि एक पैराडाइम शिफ्ट आया है इन द लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स in terms of technology and in terms of AI, right? The world is moving very rapidly when it comes to technology and AI. And I have always believed that one should be very malleable in how you are shaping your career, how you are shaping your domains, and domain rigidity should not be an aspect. I rather advocate कि one should keep moving with the flow and should be very aware of what is happening around. As we see, as I see a shift around the ecosystem in terms of how technology is leveraging itself, I wanted to get a very hands-on experience of experiencing that rather than just getting a theoretical idea of how it operates. Atlas gives me that exact vent to leverage that. What it does is the product is very proudly resting on the foundations of AI product, in-house tools, a lot of heavy engineering. So as operations head, I get to see a lot of it in action, and that in turn fuels further my curiosity. So it's a win-win situation for me that I'm able to learn on the go while I'm using. So this is an aspect which I wanted to frame ki, or rather add to my entire portfolio of things I have done, which I had not been doing so far. Like you said, offline business, offline operations does not need a lot of technology, right? Does not utilize a lot of technology. अब वहाँ पे भी आ गई हैं changes. A lot of things are done, but still the bulk of work is still done offline. तो मुझे थोड़ा segment out करना था to understand and be at pace with the way the world is revolving.
Great. So, in continuation of the same question, from that supply chain role of a semi-government kind of organization, you move to a startup. फिर startup में offline supply chain करने के बाद, now you are heading an operation of an organization which is market leader into their own domain. I get so much of question, and when people come true CV में लोग आते हैं resume writing के लिए, या जब वो बात करते हैं, then I could see there are people with 20 years of work experience, and they feel they are stuck, and they are actually kind of stuck in that role. How could you grow? क्या लगता है आपको कि क्या रीजन रहा आपकी ग्रोथ का कि आपने सोचा कि अब मुझे नेक्स्ट रोल में जाना है, एंड why did they hire you, and what has been the reason for your growth, and why you think you could do that, or how you did that?
Good question. So, see, one thing which I would say that my biggest tenet has been curiosity. So that I have not led curiosity to die within me, and which I would advise a lot of people to do. So उससे ये होता है कि curiosity drives you to be aware around yourself कि हो क्या रहा है. You have to understand market dynamics. You have to understand job markets as well. When I say job markets, I mean what are people looking for, or what is that domain, or what is that segment which is opening up a lot, and why is it opening up a lot, and does that coincide with what you actually want to do. मतलब ओपन अप तो बहुत सेगमेंट्स हो सकते हैं जो शायद आपको मतलब इंटरेस्ट ना करें, उनकी मैं बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट जॉब मार्केट और डोमेन्स ओपनिंग अप, giving you an indication that this is what the world is moving towards, and is that coinciding with your interest field. तो आई हैव बीन वेरी क्यूरियस इन लर्निंग न्यूअर थिंग्स. ठीक है. तो लेट्स से आई कम फ्रॉम अ बैकग्राउंड ऑफ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, but I always have realized that the world is moving strongly towards technology. ठीक है. तो I have been doing, I would say, small courses, या फिर even if they are not courses, I have been a regular reader of technology. I have been a consumer of technology. I listen to podcasts, even if initially journey ऐसे होती थी कि अगर मैं एक AI related podcast सुन रहा हूँ, I would hardly not retain a lot of it because मेरा background वो नहीं रहा है. So what I would do is I would jot down a few words which I don't know. Then I would go, रात में I would sit down. Since I've jotted it down, I would research it. And we should leverage internet a lot. We should be very, we should call ourselves very lucky in this world of
True.
almost free internet, I would
True.
call it.
True.
It's so easy कि आपके पास अगर आपने jot down कर लिया एक word और आपको research करना है, it's so easy. When I think of how people would have been doing it back 20 years
Yeah.
or 30 years back, I have immense respect for them because they would have to go to libraries, skim the entire books and figure it out.
Correct.
Now it's much more easier.
Yeah.
So I'm using that easy accessibility to me, and that is married with my intrinsic tenet of curiosity, जो मुझे लगता है is helping me move forward, because I am not restricting myself to a domain, and I don't advocate people to restrict themselves to a domain. I am advocating people to restrict themselves, or not restrict, rather to free up themselves the way world is evolving. ठीक है. अगर एक स्किल सेट आज से 3 साल पहले इन डिमांड था and you had practiced it and you have got very good at it, and now let's say for some reason that skill set is not much in demand, so I don't think you should reside in it कि मुझे ये आता है, जब तक इसी related मुझे job नहीं मिलेगा I won't grow further. वो मेरे हिसाब से sunk cost fallacy कहते हैं उसके, कि मैंने अगर I have invested so much in it, so I'll rather live with it, die with it. तो वो नहीं करना है. Rather it's okay to switch.
Yeah, switch.
There's a famous quote कि if you ever board a wrong train, it's good to get down at the earliest station, नहीं तो return journey will be very wrong. Right. So I've always believed in this. Malleability and curiosity is one thing, and being very much aware around your surroundings. That comes from, I don't think that's very difficult in today's era. There is so much of information. In fact, there's too much information. At times, you have to curtail the information which you read, which reaches you. So that has been something which has been very pivotal to my growth.
So I think I 100% agree whatever you've said about the information is very easy, almost free, and being curious. एक चीज जैसे जो आपने जिक्र किया कि चेंज करना देना चाहिए, एंड वी शुड बी ओपन टूवर्ड्स मूविंग विद द फ्लो जैसे इंडस्ट्री जा रही है. मुझे लगा है एक बार मैंने सवाल भी इसीलिए पूछा था कि इंडिया में इस चीज को वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में इट इज ओके टू चेंज योर डोमेन एंड यू आर इजीली यू कुड डू ऑल्सो, लेकिन अगर आप और जापान में भी मैंने सुना है कि लोगों को मूव कराते रहते हैं डिफरेंट डोमेन में लगातार. इंडिया में स्पेशलिस्ट वाला कल्चर है. जो शुरुआत करता है वो 15-20 साल, जो बैंक में गया वो बैंक में ही चला गया,
बिल्कुल.
जो इस फाइनेंस के डोमेन में उसी में, इट इज ऑल अबाउट द बीइंग स्पेशलिस्ट. और कई बार लोग कोशिश भी करते हैं कि अब मैं सप्लाई चेन में हूँ बट यहाँ पे ग्रोथ नहीं है, मैं बट मेरी आई थिंक ये मेरी स्ट्रेंथ है, मैं मूव कर रहा हूँ, बट वो इंडस्ट्री उन्हें अलाउ नहीं करती, या फिर उनके अंदर भी वो न्यू लर्न करके. सो सवाल यहाँ पे मेरा ये था कि क्या जोमेटो जैसी कंपनी में काम करने के बाद या उड़ान जैसी कंपनी में काम करने के बाद कुछ आपके अंदर ऐसा आया, या आपने वैसा एनवायरनमेंट देखा विच एक्चुअली हेल्प यू grow and so quickly, or these brands actually helped you to grow because these brand could grow so
yes
grew so fast?
So absolutely, so I would say to propel my growth बहुत बड़ा रोल रहा है of all the organizations I have worked in. And to answer your question कि इंडिया में specialists का जो culture है, you're very right कि अभी तक यही चलता आ रहा है. But if I just happened to listen to a Sam Altman का interview इन फेड रिजर्व में जो उन्होंने अभी रिसेंटली दिया है कि AI is here, let's to which will reshape industries. ठीक है, तो आई एम नॉट सिंगुलरली कॉलिंग आउट AI, बट आई एम सेइंग कि नाउ वर्ल्ड इज इवॉल्विंग, तो अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स विच वर ट्रेडिशनली सेट इन वो चेंज होगा. It is known, probably unfortunately a bit, that India adopts to changes a bit later than the Western countries, but I think even that will change. We will also evolve faster with the pace. और ये specialists का culture is a good to have in some domains. Like, let's say a doctor is a specialist and you need specialists over there, right? But then there are segments जहाँ पे आप डोमेन में प्रॉब्ली अगर अपने आप को बहुत ही रिस्ट्रिक्ट ना करके प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग से अपने आप को अगर टाई अप करें, देन यू हैव अ लॉट मोर टू एक्सप्लोर. लेट्स से अगर मैं सप्लाई चेन में रहा हूँ विच इज इनटू ग्रोसरीज, तो दैट डज नॉट मीन वीजा में नहीं एंटर कर सकते आप, बिकॉज वहां भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स थे सॉल्व करने को, यहाँ भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स थे सॉल्व करने को, राइट?
प्लस प्रोसेसेस एट
yes,
बोथ द प्लेसेस.
SOPs आपको डिफाइन करने ही होते हैं. You now there are very traditional ways of also looking at problem solving. Let's say we always talk about DMAC philosophy: define, measure, analyze, improve and control. अगर मैं इस philosophy को लेके चलूं तो मैं किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में इसको यूज कर सकता हूँ, राइट? सो दैट इन इटसेल्फ टेल्स यू कि these are models which were not built for some domains. अगर आपने अपना आउटलुक ऐसा बना लिया है कि यू आर टाइंग योरसेल्फ टू प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, इट गेट्स मच मोर इजियर. कमिंग टू द अदर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ ओपननेस टू चेंजिंग, दैट कम्स फ्रॉम टू एस्पेक्ट्स. At times I feel currently the ecosystem of recruitment also is such that people are looking for prior experiences in those domains. That I feel will change in the coming period. बिकॉज अभी चीजें इतनी रैपिडली नई नई चीजें आ रही हैं क्योंकि कि आपको उस पर्टिकुलर टूल का तो प्रायर एक्सपीरियंस हो ही नहीं सकता क्योंकि ये टूल ही अभी डेवलप हुई है, राइट? सो यू विल हैव टू हैव पीपल जिसके पास उस टूल का एक्सपोजर नहीं होगा बिकॉज द टूल इटसेल्फ इज न्यू, बट रादर समबडी यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट he or she can grasp, right? So mechanism of interviewing will also change, which I'm pretty certain. Specialists in some domain will remain and should remain. More generalists will keep coming up who will have and who will understand the need of upskilling and being malleable. Let's say if somebody is किसी का let's say data has not been a strong point, let's say he or she should venture into data upskilling. ठीक है, जैसे again I would call it out very proudly that in Atlas we have these in-house data upskilling courses which we offer to all the people in Atlas जो non-data field से भी हैं, they can avail it and then they can grow up the ladder, right? So that's how you culturally introduce something which is helpful for everybody, and it will not just nourish that person within Atlas. Even in their lives now they have attuned themselves to a component which was probably lacking, of which they might have been very hesitant otherwise to explore. कि नहीं अब तो इतने साल निकल गए, मुझे नहीं आता ये टूल, आई एम वेरी शाई, आई कांट इवन पुट इट ऑन माय रेज्यूमे, तो लेट इट बी, वो वाला एस्पेक्ट आ जाता है. बट व्हेन यू आर ओपन टू योरसेल्फ, यू आर वेरी ट्रू टू योरसेल्फ कि हाँ आई एम फाइन विद एक्सप्लोरिंग थिंग्स. आज AI है, आज different agentic AI का जमाना है, and I have heard good things about it. Let me explore. At Max क्या होगा, आपको कुछ चीजें फिगर आउट नहीं कर पाओगे आप. You have free internet, you have people who understand that, network accordingly, reach out to them, just build your curiosity, just keep your curiosity alive is what I'm advocating.
Great. अभी आपने कल्चर की बात की, कल्चर ऑफ नर्चरिंग, ग्रोथ, ट्रेनिंग. थोड़ा सा टेल मी मोर अबाउट द कल्चर ऑफ योर करंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन Atlas. Talk a bit about Udaan and of course Zomato.
Yeah.
Tell me the difference, और हमारे जो भी ये जॉब सीकर्स हैं, what kind of culture they should target and how can they identify the organization culture where they should work?
Great. Okay, so I'll tell you what culture to me is. Culture is the ecosystem of atmosphere which you want people to live in. ठीक है. When you're working, you have to realize कि आप 8 से 10 घंटे अपने लाइफ के रोज दे रहे हो,
हम्म,
that's a large chunk. For some people, it is larger than anything else you are doing in life.
yeah.
So the largest chunk. तो आपको ये रियलाइज करना बहुत जरूरी है कि द कल्चर नीड्स टू बी वेरी फेवरेबल, right? Now, what are the elements or what are the tenets of a favorable culture? There should be a lot of transparency.
Hmm.
When I say transparency, I mean, are most of the people aware of what the company is wanting to achieve, right? Vision क्या है, जिसको हम
Vision.
लोग विजन कहते हैं. विजन क्या है? आर यू ऑन द सेम पेज? ठीक है, व्हेन इट कम्स टू विजन. क्यों ये मैं कह रहा हूं? क्योंकि अगर आप विजन से अलाइन नहीं कर रहे हो तो आज नहीं तो कल यू विल स्टार्ट फीलिंग अ डिस्कनेक्ट, राइट? तो इसमें कल्चर का रोल ये आता है कि मेक इट ट्रांसपेरेंट टू पीपल दैट दिस इज द विजन. ठीक है, अगर एट एटलीस्ट लेट्स से इफ वी आर सीइंग वीजास ऑन टाइम and we are advocating that we'll make your process hassle free, that is the North Star metric, right? That is the vision of the company. So if somebody does not align with it, somebody has somebody has the freedom to not join that, right? So first point is vision. Second point is the culture of appreciating the other person irrespective of how interrelated he is to your function or not. ठीक है, let's say if I am in operations and there's a back-end engineer who has done something amazing, so build a culture that it can be posted around within the team. Celebrate successes. That just fosters the culture of कि even I want to grow, I want to rise. और वो आता है बहुत ही selfish desire से of being appreciated, but so be it. उससे आने दो आप, लेकिन that inculcates the feeling of working hard. Let it start from the fact कि हाँ ये करूंगा तो कंपनी अप्रिशिएट करेगी, great, but then because of this reason you'll start doing it. So celebrate successes. Now, contrary to this, also celebrate failures, because when you're building a company from the scratch, or which we call startups, you're bound to stumble, you'll have hurdles, you are bound to fail, and we are moving at breakneck speeds, right? So you're bound to stumble. It'll be totally utopian to understand that nobody will fail, nobody will fall. Celebrate those so that people are not hesitant to fall. It's okay to fall, everybody falls. So there's a culture which should celebrate break-its. In Atlas we do that, we celebrate break-its. It is advocated by the founder himself. There are channels wherein everybody is free to post what they did wrong today and what was the impact of doing that wrong, doing that task wrong. This is again amazing, and again it links itself with transparency. I take ownership of what I did, I broke it, and I am calling it out. So there is nothing hidden, and people are celebrating because they understand the intent with which you're doing something, and you're bound to fail. This is again a culture. Fourth is, how easy is it to communicate with people, right? Communication across teams, across hierarchies, if you may call it. As much as we want to say flat hierarchies is a very overused term you'll see on LinkedIn and other places, I would say irrespective flat hierarchy or hierarchy, if you have made communication possibility fluid, it's absolutely bang on to it's totally a recipe for success, because every voice would be heard, right? And it's easy to move your idea and put it on the table. बहुत बार क्या होता है, companies fail, I would say, or companies don't grow because a lot of voices are unheard. They have immense ideas, underlying potential, but that never came to surface because those voices were never heard. At Zomato, we were taught that you could speak your mind. At Atlas, I have seen this culture of celebrating the break-its, whatever you break, whatever went wrong. Again, at Atlas, the entire people team is so helpful in driving the communication and making it feel like a family. And I'm not at all saying it in terms of a very cliche term of company being your family. No, I'm saying for me, family is something जहाँ पे ease of communication हो, जहाँ पे मुझे सोचना ना पड़े कि I can speak my mind, of course, within limits, yes. but I can speak my mind. So at Atlas, I see that culture very well advocated and used. At Udan, what Udan helped me grow culturally was how do you think through an element? If there's a project in mind, how do you think of all the wider aspects, all the repercussion possibilities, all the pros and cons, and then you table it out, and then you listen to different stakeholders because they'll have different incentives, different viewpoints. An operations person might tell you ki, nahi, don't bring in bad buyers, which we love to call, let's say, a
Yeah.
bad segment of this because that affects my fulfillment. A business development folk will tell you, nahi, I'll to have rampant growth, I'll onboard as many buyers. Listen to everything, table it down, then have discussions, and then get the best list, irrespective who brought in. That is a culture which I learned from Udan. QCI helped me shape patience and how things need to be in order for anything to work well. When I say in order, we all know there's a process to bureaucracy. There's a process to how governments function. While many of us may not align with the speed of it, one needs to respect the attention to detail of every element. So QCI helped me shape culturally with attention to detail. So I feel I'm very lucky to be at various places and gain something from it. And I just gain something from each place and I keep it to myself. I work that out very selfishly कि ये अब मेरी portfolio का part बन गया है. I've learned this. I don't leave these traits when I leave a company. I take it along.
So, we talked about culture, and I would like to know, and by the way, very well explained. I really
Thank you.
like the way you explained it, and I also believe कि culture eat strategy for breakfast मुझे
Yes.
लगता है बहुत important होता है. What is your leadership style, and tell us a bit about the importance of leadership, the places you have worked. मैं बार बार उन सारी जगहों के बारे में, सिर्फ एटलस की बजाय मैं उड़ान और जोमेटो के बारे में भी इसलिए डिस्कस करना चाह रहा हूँ. नोन ब्रांड है, इनके फाउंडर्स भी
Correct.
नोन है, और these brand have done very well.
Absolutely.
So I'm very sure कि बहुत कुछ ना कुछ बहुत अच्छा किया होगा, चाहे वो
Absolutely.
कल्चर के बारे में हो या लीडरशिप हो उनकी. दैट इज वाई, और एक कंपैरिजन और हमें डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव भी मिलेगा. सो इसलिए व्हाट्स योर लीडरशिप स्टाइल, एंड विल कम टू योर लीडरशिप, वो कंक्लूसिव उसमें. उससे पहले मुझे थोड़ा सा जोमेटो में जो दीपेंद्र गोयल हैं या आपकी करंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है और उड़ान में, थोड़ा सा उनके बारे में बताइए.
Sure. तो मैंने जितने भी कंपनीज में काम करा है बहुत ही डिफरेंट स्टाइल्स ऑफ लीडरशिप आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड. यू टॉक्ड अबाउट जोमेटो. वहाँ पे दीपेंद्र गोयल, widely known figure, he has a very different way of operating in terms of uh, how the projects are executed. There, the idea is to ship things, is to learn on the go. ठीक है, while we create something, we'll keep learning on the go, which is an absolutely fantastic trait because that lets you that prevents you from analysis paralysis. If you start to ponder on a project for too long, you will start to find something wrong with a project before starting it, right? So that is something which I have picked up from there कि आप start तो करो.
Take action.
हाँ, take action. Dipinder is all about action and not just sitting and pondering on things. Udan had a very different style of leadership. There, things are very minutely thought of before execution. Things are analyzed well. Things are constructively broken down into what will impact what will trigger what in the coming days, which stakeholder needs to be impacted. So it's a completely different story, but I would say more articulate in visualizing what we expect from a project or any function. At Atlas, the leadership which Mohak brings to the table is again of moving fast. He believes in shipping things very fast, which is very good in terms of how much, again, taking cue from what I spoke about Dipinder. If you don't ship, you don't realize what can go wrong or what can go right. Again, you want to refrain yourself from analysis paralysis. So you want to ship fast and you want to learn on the go, right? So Mohawk executes that as well. And so I have understood that these leaders have grown because they don't fear from failing. They are fine with a few products not working out well or a few projects not going down well, but they are not reluctant to start. So that is something I have picked up from these places. What my leadership style is, that while I believe in definitely executing fast, an added layer of fallbacks attached to it. When I say added layer of fallbacks, I mean that I should have some understanding of what max can go wrong, right? If I execute this, or what are the repercussions of it? And do I have some sort of plan B if things go haywire? That is one element. So basically, I have married what I have learned at Zomato, what I'm learning at Atlas, with what I learned at Udan. Okay. So my leadership style is give a lot of freedom and autonomy to people who are working. My job is to ensure that this is being done. If things do not go as per plan, this is the maximum possibility of what can happen and what is the execution plan in accordance to that. So I do have this, that while I want to move at breakneck speed, I want to have that slight insurance that if things don't work out.
Nice, very good. You've also authored a book,
Yeah.
Harfe Raz.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that book and what inspired you to write a book.
Sure. So a very interesting story about it is that मेरी हिंदी अच्छी नहीं थी कभी. तो I wanted to develop a language skill other than English and my mother tongue, which is Maithili. So I tried Hindi, learning Hindi, but couldn't do very well in it. And then I used to listen to a lot of shairi from a lot of writers, which I used to love, and I never used to understand. So I thought कि नहीं, फिर ठीक है, उर्दू सीखते हैं. Then I picked up Urdu. I learned Urdu while in college. I had this knack for writing poems.
अच्छा.
ठीक है. So once I learned Urdu, it opened up a Pandora's box for me. I understood what the world of language is, what the world of articulation is, and then I had the knack for poetry, so I just merged it all. And from then, it has been a never-ending story. I still write regularly, mostly at nights after the hustle and bustle of my office life. So basically, while my job is operations, which is all about logic, metrics, numbers,
Yeah.
this side of my life brings about ambiguity, abstraction, and expression. तो वहां पे आके I want to have that part of my life not lost, which is writing to me, and it's very dear to me.
I think having a hobby like this, can gives you time whenever you want to
Absolutely.
unwind, and that's why I feel it's जब हम ट्रू सी में रेज्यूमे राइटिंग में बात करते हैं हॉबीज की, तो हम दो चीज़ डिस्कस करते हैं सेशन में, कि एक तो having a hobby gives you a character,
Absolutely.
and plus you have something where you can actually, hobby doesn't have to be कि आप उससे पैसा कमाओ.
Correct,
That's
correct,
not the
No,
पॉइंट
no.
ऑफ कि आप
Yes.
आप किताब लिखिए, फिर उसको वो बिकेगी तो उससे पैसा
बिल्कुल,
आएगा, वो उसको
बिल्कुल.
मैं करियर बना लूंगा. हॉबी की ये ज़रूरत नहीं है. और but I would definitely like to have that book,
Sure, sure.
and tell us ki how to get it. Is it available
It's on
online?
Amazon and
Amazon?
Flipkart. Yes.
Great. So now we'll move to the later part of the session. We have talked about the brands, the culture, leadership style. True CV is a platform where we help people in getting ready for a job and entrepreneurship. So we talk about that, that career, आपकी career growth के लिए, and how others can also grow in their career. We'll talk about a bit on interview tips. I'm sure at your level where you are heading operations and different level at different organization, आप interviews लेते होंगे.
Absolutely.
So what is the first thing you see in the resume to look for? What kind of resume you prefer? Because ये हम HR से बहुत बार पूछते हैं, but being a hiring manager, what is a good resume and what is a bad resume?
Okay. So, when I'm looking at a resume, I'm not skimming for keywords.
Hmm.
What I'm looking for is how easily the impact is represented. Let's say एक एक जो मैंने बहुत ही कॉमन ऑब्जर्वेशन देखा है कि लोग लिखते हैं आई लेड अ टीम या आई लेड अ टीम of program managers at XYZ company. This is a very non-impactful line because I did not understand much from it. Rather, I would have this ki I did this particular task,
Yeah.
which brought down probably which brought down losses by Y%. That is much more interesting, and it reaches me, right? Ki acha, this guy worked on this part,
Yeah.
which linked to this. तो आप जितना पॉसिबल हो सके क्वांटिफाई करिए, वो थोड़ा मिसिंग रहता है अगर तो दैट इज समथिंग विच आई डोंट actually appreciate, or rather I won't say don't appreciate, but the ones who do it
Yeah.
are actually the ones which I find more pleasing, and I further like to read about them or know about them. Second part is how are you linking your role to the impact you are creating. ठीक है, बहुत बार क्या होता है आप रेज्यूमे देखते हो जिसमें काम बहुत सारे किए होते हैं, बट लिंकिंग इंटरलिंकिंग नहीं है टू व्हाट इम्पैक्ट डिड दीज ब्रिंग. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. 5, 6 bullet points. But I don't know what that resulted into. And since I'm not in that company, there's no other way for me to figure out कि इससे क्या outcomes आए थे. तो outcome पे लोग उतना stress नहीं डाल रहे जितना मैंने ये करा पे डाल रहे हैं. So that is something which I would want people to work on. And very crisp articulation of what you did. Vagueness of terminology should be avoided. I I have done great stakeholder management does not impart a lot of information to me. Had you told me you interacted with the product team, you were working with the finance team, you were working on this, probably on an invoicing tool, it gives me much more clarity than stakeholder management as a term,
Yeah.
which I consumed but I couldn't understand. So that is something which I look for, less of vagueness. So more quantifiability, more clarity, and more outcome based points
Wow.
is something which I'm looking for.
This is the best answer till now. I mean,
you.
I you know, for me, I was so happy while you were saying this because जब मैं कॉलेजेस में जाता हूँ और सेशन देता हूँ, so वो प्रोफाइल समरी के बाद जो सेकंड पॉइंट पे हम आते हैं एक्सपीरियंस के उस पे, तो सबसे पहले तो मैं ये बोलता हूँ कि यार ये करियर ऑब्जेक्टिव लिखना छोड़ दो. सीकिंग अ चैलेंजिंग रोल वेयर आई कैन
Correct.
कंट्रीब्यूट माय स्किल, इट डजंट ऐड एनी वैल्यू.
बिल्कुल.
एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज उस पे बन के एक आइकन बनाते कि दैट इम्पैक्ट इज मच ग्रेटर देन द टास्क. अपने क्यारेज
Absolutely.
मत लिखो उसमें.
Yes.
सो इफ यू आर अ मैं एग्जांपल लेता हूँ जो उनको समझ में आए कि डिजिटल मार्केटिंग एक्सपर्ट होती है, मत लिखो कि आई रन एड. आप इम्पैक्ट लिखो ना कि आई रैन दिस एड, तो इसका आरओआई इतना
हुआ है.
रहा.
Correct.
आई डू एसईओ.
Correct.
भाई मैंने एसईओ किया तो मेरी कीवर्ड रैंकिंग से वेबसाइट की रैंकिंग ये हो गई है, कीवर्ड की रैंकिंग.
Correct.
व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू डिड.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
और पीपल जनरली, और मुझे लगता है कि जो ये चीज समझ जाता है, दी ग्रोथ बिकम वेरी इजी बिकॉज वो जनरली अपने लाइफ में ही वो लगातार इम्पैक्ट ढूंढ रहा है.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
और
Yes.
आप अगर हमने ये चीज समझ लिया कि वो जो रेज्यूमे है इट्स लाइक अ ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑफ द
Yes.
पर्सन,
Yes.
आपने क्या अभी तक किया है.
Correct है.
सो इट शुड नॉट बी जस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट कि आप हम इसमें सप्लाई चेन में तो एक दूसरे सप्लाई चेन का लिया
और वही लिख
just
दिया.
exactly same copy paste. It has to be different. So that's why I really like what you said. So that was about the resume. Thank you so much for answering it. It aligns with my thought. What is what you look for a candidate when the candidate appears? सबसे पहले आप क्या notice करते हैं?
Okay. Again, articulation, because that is the primitive way with which the person is talking to me or explaining in that limited given time, be it half an hour or 1 hour, depending on the length of the interview, आपको पूरी summary बतानी है.
हम्म
So articulation matters a lot because you have to squeeze your entire work experience in 40 minutes or 30 minutes. You have to be very articulate, very impactful,
हम्म
and just leave out all the redundant stuff which I don't need it, right? Second is, what is your attitude towards where you are going to? Let's say if I, so that helps me understand, is this person just looking for a job change out of frustration in this company, or is this person wanting to come to this company? There's a huge difference. I am at company X and I am interviewing at Y. इसका एक reason ये हो सकता है because I'm frustrated at X. एक reason ये हो सकता है because I like Y and I want to get into Y. तो ये figure out ऐसे होता है कि आपने Y के बारे में research कितनी करी है, right? And are you able to tell me what you will be able to bring to the table when you are coming to Y? Or are you restricting yourself कि आप X में ये करते हो? तो अगर मैं join the dots अगर नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, then it will be difficult for me to understand why would you be a good fit. I may recognize that you have done an amazing job at X. How do I now go to the other step or take the other step? You will be an amazing fit at Y. वो गैप बहुत लोग मीट नहीं कर पाते कि आपने बता दिया मैंने ये करा था, मैंने पॉइंट ए बी सी डी करा था, अमेजिंग, नाउ आई वॉन्ट टू कम टू वाई एंड वाई विल आई बी ए गुड फिट, वो पार्ट मिसिंग है, वो लैकिंग है. सो आर्टिकुलेशन, research of the company where you're coming to, and then joining the dot why this company which you have researched, you will be a good fit there. तो ये इसलिए भी कम लोग करते हैं क्योंकि रिसर्च बहुत ही वेग हो रहा है या रिसर्च बहुत ही लिमिटेड हो रहा है कि मैंने थोड़ा विकिपीडिया सर्च कर लिया, इस ईयर में फाउंडेड, इतनी की फंडिंग है, इस राउंड की फंडिंग हो चुकी है और अच्छा ये करती है. Doesn't tell you much. And in today's era, again going back to the same point, in today's era of getting information, it's very easy to get information if you have curiosity enough to research well. I have seen candidates who have brought in UX का पूरा tear down, पूरा बना के कि I am interviewing, but before that I have researched this company so well and these are my suggestions. I have seen PowerPoint decks. So those are differentiators. वो आपको पता होता है कि that this person has been so interested in what the company is doing कि he has suggestions also. तो आप थोड़ा biased पहले ही हो जाते हो and then you look at the candidate differently.
So very happy to know that there are some candidates like this. मैं तो बार बार सबको यही बोलता हूँ कि at least read about तो हमने
Absolutely.
हमें इतनी complaints आ रही थी बार बार, as I told you, the other business we have is of recruitment, और वहां से फिर क्लाइंट का कॉल आता है कि यार इसने आपने बताया था इस कंपनी के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा है, this guy has no idea. I said कि we use this ATS tool so that every time we enter a detail of a candidate, automatic एक मेल और व्हाट्सएप उसको शूट होता है.
Correct.
भाई आप इस पोजीशन के लिए, इस कंपनी के लिए इंटरव्यू आपका शेड्यूल हुआ है या फिर आपका रेज्यूमे हम आगे भेज रहे हैं. अब इसके बावजूद भी वो पढ़ नहीं रहा है. तो थैंक गॉड वी हैव अ मेल टू शो, और हमें कितनी बार वो स्क्रीनशॉट भेजना पड़ता है क्लाइंट को टू प्रूव कि हमने इसे बताया था,
बता चुका.
ये पढ़ के नहीं है. So if somebody is working at that level, so I think people should now see the kind of competition
Yes.
you have. So reading about the company is the least you can do before appearing for the
Absolutely.
interview.
And that shows a lot of respect towards the job you are
Yeah.
actually applying for.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the second last question. I would like to know, you've given very good 2 points about the interview, that about the resume, and they should understand the role, what value they can add. What is some red flags for you, and what I would say some common mistakes which you see people make and they can easily avoid?
Probably the first one would be framing a few answers कि मुझे searching something like कि how do I describe myself? Now that's a very counter-intuitive thing. If you're asking ChatGPT that how do I answer this question, that how do I describe myself, you expect chat gpt to know more about you than you yourself can. So वो बहुत ही एक जैसे कस्टमर सपोर्ट में चैट बॉट्स में हम लोग एक टर्म यूज करते हैं कैंड मैसेज कि ये एक टेम्पलेटाइज्ड मैसेज है, वो डेफिनेटली अवॉइड कीजिए. बी वेरी फ्लूइड इन व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, बी heartfelt when you're saying something, be very true, because after you take x number of interviews it's very easy to figure out who's being true about what he or she is saying and who has just mugged up a few sentences. ठीक है, तो वो figure out हो जाता है. And as you said, जितना competition है, there are multiple levels where you can be skimmed out now, right? So there's absolute honesty is one thing which is often appreciated. One is, like we discussed, lack of research. That is absolutely non-negotiable. For me, that again is about respect towards the company, is about your dedication towards the company you're wanting to join, and your respect towards the other person's time as well, right? Third is, you have like you've already answered this point, copying की मेरे segment का ये है, तो यार प्लीज एक रिज्यूमे दे देना, मुझे अप्लाई करना है, मैं ऐसे ही छाप दूंगा. ये बिल्कुल ही अवॉइड करना चाहिए. बी वेरी ट्रू, वट एवर यू हैव डन, quantify it, show the impact, and proceed. Because it's very easy to figure out these days how true you are, and it's actually important to show what you are, because that's how then you are able to inculcate into the culture as well.
True. So, as we said, so last question. First of all, thank you so much for all the awesome answers. I am very sure it would be helpful. What a fresher right now, जिसने अभी 2025 में just pass किया हो, somebody who is looking for a job or maybe passing next year, what should they focus on? You work with so many startup right now. Also, you're leading a startup. What is the future is all about? What if somebody has to look for a course, somebody has to focus to learn where we are going, and what skills people should acquire to get a job and a great career?
Great question. So, I would say the first thing I want to tell people who are just probably passing out this year is a phrase which I often tell a lot of my cousins or juniors. Don't wait to be hired to start working. What this means is, let's say you're in college, or let's say you're currently not working, and you have so much information around you. Start working on it. When I say start working on it, there are different ways to work on it. Let's say your field is UX design. ठीक है, तो take a project for yourself that you will design the UX for this particular company. The current app looks like this. What do you think the functionalities lack in your POV and what it should be? Start doing this. What it does is, when you're doing it, you realize few more nuances. कि अच्छा इसमें ये होता है. There are elements which you don't know probably. I'm no expert at UX and UI or designing, but let's say there are things like color palette कि इसमें ये इसलिए यूज होता है. You discover and unearth more things to yourself, which is very good. और hands on से अच्छा कुछ नहीं होता है. Practical is much more important than any theoretical knowledge. Second is, while courses definitely add to what your knowledge base should be, and you should be doing that, information consumption को अपनी habit में आप involve करो. When I say you figured out what your interest is, there's an already existing concept of ikigai, right? What you're good at, what you can get paid for. I just take these two elements. If let's say you're today not good at something, you can get good at it. It's under your control, right? If you practice more of it. And then what can people pay you for? You have to marry both of this. That comes from how aware you are about how the job market is evolving, how the economics of the world is evolving, right? What will be in demand? Listen to a lot of interviews, listen to a lot of conferences, talks around what is happening, where the world is moving. Take that. Pick up courses accordingly. Don't just study or work in isolation, right? While you are developing a few skills, while you are doing a few courses, be very open to branch out. When I say branch out, I'm not saying you to jump from one tree to the another. I'm saying you have picked up, let's say, कि मुझे AI में अपने आप को डेवलप करना है. When you start learning, you actually develop कि अच्छा इसमें ये भी है, इसमें ये भी है, इसमें ये भी है. There are branches to it. Don't restrict. Evolve, keep evolving. ठीक है? Use that knowledge of the courses you have done, apply it somewhere. There are multiple places you can get hands-on project ka possibility. Do that, create a portfolio, and now you are a much lucrative candidate for many companies to hire. And you have now transcended yourself up much above the ladder of competition, right? तो वैसे अपने आप को differentiate कीजिए, because actually the world is becoming very competitive. Industries will redefine and keep redefining at breakneck speed. मतलब it will be next 6 months it will be revolutionized, next 1 year it will be revolutionized. We have to be at terms and at pace with the way it is moving. So theoretical knowledge, good to have.
Yeah.
Hands-on, extremely non-negotiable.
ग्रेट सर, थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you
मिस्टर
so
स्मिथ
much,
फॉर
sir.
टेकिंग आउट टाइम.
Thank you so much.
बहुत
My
अच्छा लगा
pleasure,
आपसे
sir.
बात करके.
Same here,
एंड
sir.
इट वाज अ ग्रेट कन्वर्सेशन. आई थिंक पीपल वुड रियली एंजॉय इट एंड वुड बहुत अच्छा इंसाइट मिला
Thank you so much,
एंड
sir.
इट वुड बी वेरी हेल्पफुल.
Thank you so much.
तो दोस्तों, आशा करता हूं आपको आज का एपिसोड पसंद आया होगा. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा समीर जी से बात करके, स्पेशली क्योंकि इंटरव्यू टिप्स के बारे में हमारे थॉट काफी अलाइन थे. अगर आपको इंटरव्यू टिप्स के बारे में और जानना है तो यू कैन चेक आवर कोर्स ऑन truecv.com. डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब टू अवर चैनल ताकि आप ऐसे फ्यूचर इंसाइटफुल वीडियो को मिस ना करें. मिलते हैं आपसे अगले एपिसोड में. तब तक के लिए कीप लर्निंग, कीप ग्रोइंग.